Well, this is a great segue because we were just talking about an amazing speaker you can listen to music on, and we segue into a fabulous instrument you can make music on. I am joined by Michael Sedore. He's the owner and proprietor of Strings on Wood. And Michael, we had you virtually some time ago and had some issues with some tech, but there I was at the Russell Farmers Market, and I recognized you sitting there and said, well, you got to come back in person. So it's wonderful to have you in here.
I appreciate the invite.
It's our pleasure.
Do-over.
Exactly. We get to do a do-over. Let's talk about your beginnings. When did you start making instruments?
I started about 7 years ago, and I've been a long-time woodworker, but I'd never played a string instrument, didn't play anything since 8th grade, trombone at the time. Second trombone, that was the best I could do.
So why instruments? You know, as a woodworker, you could work on, anything, right?
But see, the wood sings back to you.
I see.
And that's the thing. You finish the instrument, you put it together, you set it up, and you wait for the first sound.
And you create an instrument that perhaps some people have never heard of before. They've probably seen it in different iterations, but perhaps never saw it before. Mm-hmm. It's called a what?
A dulcimer.
Okay, tell me what a dulcimer is.
A dulcimer is essentially a 3-string instrument, and it is the easiest string instrument there is to play.
Okay.
And there are good technical reasons for it. They have, first of all, fewer strings, so they're less intimidating.
Right.
They also have fewer frets. And so you don't have to do a whole lot of finger gymnastics to make chords. And it's a folk instrument at heart. It's a people instrument.
How far does this instrument date back? Do you know?
Into the Middle Ages.
Yeah,
and who knows how far back, really.
So what's the difference between a dulcimer and a guitar? We're just, by the way, watching you working in your workshop here as we chat, putting together one.
Yes.
But what's the difference between the two of those?
Well, a guitar this is a guitar. A guitar you can play in any key. And so it has all 12 of the notes in an octave. A dulcimer kind of leaves out the ones you don't usually need.
Oh, I see.
That's what makes it easy to play.
Right.
And so I can play the dulcimer. I can't really play the guitar.
Really?
I can make them. I can fool around with it, but yeah, I can play the dulcimer. I'm not a musician, never will be.
Can you give us a little example of the sound itself?
I can show you.
Okay.
I can show you, yeah. This is one of my newer models, but
it's a beautiful sound. What kind of is it? Different types of wood? Because I can just by looking at it, it looks like it's a different type of wood depending on the area.
Yeah, this one's actually mahogany, and it has a really lovely voice.
Yeah,
I really like it. The redwood that's on here is called Padauk, which finishes beautifully. It's harder. It makes a nice fingerboard.
Right.
And so I almost always make Padauk fingerboards.
Michael, do larger manufacturers make this still?
Yes,
they do.
They're made in a lot of places.
So what would be the difference between one made by yourself and one made by one of those larger manufacturers?
Honestly, I always think the real difference is in the last half hour or hour of building, which I spend just tweaking to the last little micro note.
Nice.
Because I can tune them. Because what's really fascinating about these is you can build any number of these. They're built the same size, same wood, same shape. The tuning will always be slightly different.
Really?
When you mass produce them, you get mass produced sound. But you can tweak these so that they actually come out.
From start to finish to make one of these, what sort of timing? What's the process look like?
It takes anywhere from 10 to 13 hours for a smaller one.
Okay.
15 to 20 hours for these, but most of the time you're spending sitting around waiting for glue to dry.
Right. Hurry up and wait.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clamp it together, go do something else. Yeah.
Can I give it a try?
I wish you would.
If I try to play one?
Yeah.
I mean, is this one of those instruments? I mean, just by the way you're talking about it, it's one of those, I don't think it's simple. It's probably difficult to perfect, perhaps, but something that people would be comfortable with, just giving it a try, right?
Yes, exactly.
Look, and I'm a musician, Michael.
You are now officially a musician.
Have you taught yourself now to play like specific songs and so forth?
There's a few hundred songs I can play.
Really,
actually. Yeah. That's what I do at craft fairs. I play songs and talk to people.
Yeah, tell me about you and I were talking off air about that, and I was asking about how things are going out there at the Russell Farmers Market where we ran into each other. That's what you love the most, right?
I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah, and and people are surprised, as you were. They walk in expecting to find some lettuce and carrots and whatever.
Yeah.
And they find all kinds of other interesting things, including me. Who's sometimes interesting.
Yeah, no, you're always interesting, Michael. Come on. What has the response been like? Like who's buying the instrument? Who's playing the instrument?
You know who my favorite customers are?
Who's that?
The people who come to me and say, everybody in my family plays something, and I always wanted to. And honestly, they're usually women.
Okay.
And they're the mothers of the family. And they look at this and they say, I think I can do that.
Nice.
And I love the feedback that I get from people. It keeps me going.
I'm in that same position, actually, because my wife plays the piano, my stepson plays the piano, my daughter's a creative, she's a great painter, she's sold some paintings, and I'm doing nothing, Michael. I'm doing that. Maybe this is what I need.
We'll have to talk.
We'll have to talk. Tell everybody at home where they can find you. Obviously, the Russell Farmers Market, but you're not there year round. Where else can they find you?
Online, stringsonwood.com.
Excellent, excellent, Michael. But can you play us out a little tune on the way out here to break? Would you mind?
We can try it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Maybe I'll play along with you.
Okay, awesome.
I apologize if I mess it up for you here, Michael. My head's down like Michael, thank you so much. Hey, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Daytime right after this. Stringsonwood.com.